Salah on the right. In the midfield, Imam Ashur, watch out for him, wonderful player. With Fatih Atia, Hamdi Yasser, Hossam Hani and Eshenoui, the goalkeeper for Al-Ali. Lots of Al-Ali players in this squad. Amanda, very interesting lineup. Looking dangerous. Need to watch.
Come on, let's see how it goes.
Absolutely, I think those combinations, Fatih, Atia as well, in that midfield, the rotation of those three midfielders, Atia and Fatih, having less double pivots. Of course, I think Atia is the one player that can really sit and hold on his own, and he's the guy that really distributes the ball possession.
Let's get down.
Off we go. Last game of the night.
Zimbabwe. It is the opening clash for these two nations, and they must have followed what happened with the clash between South Africa and Angola earlier today. 2-1 victory for South Africa. So of course they'll know that both nations will know that they have to try and make their mark out here today and get themselves points. It's going to be important. It's going to be interesting to see how they get on. Zimbabwe showing that they are capable of shaking things up. They are dangerous. They have won only one of their last 9 games in this competition against Guinea back in 2022, but they've come into this with a pretty good and a strong qualifying campaign that has enabled them to finish in second in their group and qualify for their 6th Africa Cup of Nations. The ball goes out of play. It lies on Mo Salah, of course, but also, you know, the Al-Ali players, they know each other so well. Amanda, they just fit like a glove every time that they catch up and work together, and coached by the very experienced Hossam Hassan, who's the leading, the highest ever goal scorer for Egypt, of course. 176 appearances, 69 goals scored, so he knows a thing or two about finding the back of the net.
Of course, and that's what the Egyptians will need to do. They will want to start on the front foot. But of course, if it is that you look at their preparation, they had good preparation coming, leading up to this tournament. The Arab Cup really served them well to give certain players who are maybe the impact players in the range a little bit of opportunity.
Oh, a little bit of poaching taking place in the midfield. Set up down that right-hand side, and excellent intervention there coming from teenage Hadebe. Takwara, coming in. Gerald Takwara, the centre-back, just coming across and getting in the way. It goes back to Yasser. We've got no Rami Rabia in that centre-back position. It's Hossam who's been preferred. 6'4", the giant centre-back, just giving them a little bit of more height, of course, to cut out the high ball. And that will be a free kick going against Zimbabwe on that occasion. Ever so dangerous Daniel Nasendami, the 25-year-old. He's on the books with Marimo Gallants, of course, just like a Ruby in goal from South Africa.
Yeah, that's Nasendami, very threatening on the solo runs, 1v1 sort of situations, likes to dominate. Very instrumental in terms of just accessing and using speed.
Brothers trying to tidy things up. Mo Salah coming into the middle. Nice ball out to the left-hand side. They've got danger everywhere. They love that man Trezeguet, capable of creating and unlocking all sorts of situations. In the final third of the pitch, coming across, and a lovely ball, a great chance. Imam Ashur, no!
Oh, is that not 1-0?
Flick the ball over the shop, and it does go out for a corner, but dangerous times there for the Al-Ali midfielder.
Yep. In our build-up, we spoke about the mobility that the Egyptians possess. You look at the third man running, there's options in and around the ball, they're breaking the line. Of course, that Zimbabwe back four will need to make sure that they track their markers.
Yeah, it's going to be important for them to just keep an eye on the whiz kids who like to dance and sneak between defenders. They're fully capable of just, shaking off their man, moving into space. That's one of their fine elements and arts of their game. It's based on the midfield creativity and the ability to find space. So see the Senegalese referee. Let's have a look at that. They're taking a look at this. That was sure he's making a claim that there was a handball.
That's not handball.
Comes straight off his midriff, I believe, and straight out Garananga, the player. And the referee okay for the corner to take place. But on that far side, the ability to move the ball with Hamdi getting involved.
That's a ball.
Shop, it's dangerous. And the Warriors of Zimbabwe need to clear their lines. Just coming from an offside position, it will be possession there for Zimbabwe.
Good ball over the top, great vision. Trying to locate Trezeguet just to knock it down and then play from the second ball. And of course, that second ball Zimbabwe should really take care of.
Yeah, I think communication's going to be primordial for Zimbabwe at the back. They have to communicate. They have to call those, make those calls and make sure that, you know, everybody's marking the right player and covering the space, because they're wily, the Egyptians. We've seen them dabble before as Hani comes in from the right-hand side. The ball doesn't get over to the other side. And the attempted through ball there. Fati does the damage and they pick up. The Pharaohs are pushing forward. Oh, that's a great ball over to the right-hand side.
Oh, go on. It's Mo Salah.
Mo Salah, over to the far post.
What a save!
Beautiful save.
What a save!
Deny Egypt. Of course, the danger that Trezeguet shows that he has, but it's not over yet. Down the left-hand side, working again. Who's getting involved?
What's happened?
Well, Zimbabwe will pick that up. How unselfish was that
6
lofted
minutes.
pass there from Mo Salah?
Has he been good with Mo Salah playing, is it?
Oh, it was a good save. Because the keeper for Zimbabwe is 40 years old.
Oh my.
What's this for a save?
Oh.
A 40-year-old did that.
That could have gone in. Could have.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary. That is fabulous from the 40-year-old. Yes, I said it, 40-year-old, 18 years playing for him. And yellow card. First of the game going to centre forward Washington Navaya.
No, I'm doing a double whammy.
Just going into Hossam's face.
Oh, you're doing a double whammy.
Double whammy. Double whammy whammy.
But of course, once you extend that elbow,
Navaya. Navaya. What a name? Navaya.
There's nothing wrong with stretching out your wings, but the fact is you've got to be a little bit careful. Oh, the ball's being picked up there, and it's they attempt to throw it through. You can't leave Mo Salah like that. Gets his shot and it's been blocked.
Do you think Egypt are going to score a hatful, do you think?
With him in there. Hell yeah.
Gets it down the left-hand side. There's the attempt from Hamdi to get the ball over.
Oh.
And he's
Mo Salah.
Fati picking it up.
Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah. You are shitting red for Liverpool, but not for Egypt.
Mo Salah, Mo Salah. Gypsy fucking king. I'm joking. That's what everyone calls him. Oh. Running down the wing.
I only go on Now TV on my TV or my computer, and that's it.
Nottingham Forest needs a win tonight.
Chance there for Hani the Halali wing back who loves to cross the ball. Nice little touches here as they try and get the ball back. Oh, Hani's touch there didn't go in the right direction.
Yeah, because Mum and Dad have just reached the limit of devices that they can use.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
What, on the Now TV?
In these
Yeah.
opening minutes here, 9 minutes in, and
But the only thing I like to use it is
playing in Qatar now for one.
if I wanted to do something on there, I can watch on here and that's it. And I can just then if I want to, I can just swap it from there to there. Because Mum said that's fine because the screens are bigger. I don't like having it on the iPad because the screen's too small.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mum's put thumbs up saying I already told Mum we weren't gonna put it on the TV anyway because one, I feel it's a lot better for sport because I've got a soundboard. Because actually the sound's a lot better on the soundboard. Oh man, because do you know the best sound we've heard so far in all 3 games was the crossbar hit.
Yeah.
And you said you could hear that playing the day. And then also we're watching Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. African Nations for Premier League. What a good oh, they haven't done anything yet.
Oh, I know.
Nah, Fulham haven't done anything yet. Not even Nottingham Forest done anything yet. Oh my Mamoosh. Mamoosh.
I
Checking.
reckon it'd be 6-0.
That's what you think.
Yeah, or Mama Moose getting a hat trick and Mo Salah getting a hat trick.
Wow. Let's see what the the score, the stream was from the last game. Finished. Oh, it's still proceeding. Yeah, we're gonna have a look and see what the numbers finished at. So I don't know for the last one.
Maybe they take some time to really click like the Egyptians are.
Oh, okay. So 307. But because it's the 2 nations that not really going to get a lot of interest, it's going to get interest because it's Mo Salah and most of the Premier League.
And a little bit of danger here for the Egyptian defence as they pull the ball back. It's into the path of Sandami, dispossessed, and a long ball is it's not the right ball, is it? You can see that there's a Mamouche was going. Maybe to my feet, but if he goes over
Mamouche.
the top, then I'm going to be flat-footed. They pick it up again, left side. The Egyptians moving forward with Trezeguet and Imam Ashur. Mamouche tries to get the ball out to Mo Salah. Salah's delivery. There it is, it's the shot. It's wide this time. Again, you can see that there's danger. Ashur should have really...
How on earth is this 40-year-old keeper keeping them out?
Yeah, I think he knows that he should
40.
He calls for it, he asks for it, he makes the run. Mo Salah just delicately
So Mo Salah can do this for Egypt, but he can't do it at the moment for Liverpool.
It's just the manager being a dick.
That's what everyone thinks.
No, I reckon it is.
It is.
I reckon he's going to leave in January transfer. Sorry, but it's true. It's just now, if Isaac injured, who's going to take his place? Just back Mo Salah on. But he won't put it on.
Yeah.
Really.
They got to deal with not just him, but all 11
Yeah.
But he won't put him on now because he's up here.
Ooh.
They just got to make sure that they're very wary of each and every one of their moves that are taking place.
Yeah.
Picked up here
His
by
manager will probably be watching him right now.
Ooh.
Made his debut for Zimbabwe.
Ouch. So,
Goes down in that challenge by Atia. Little lunge, little bit of contact, clattered to the ground.
I can't believe your mate went to the pub and decided to come home.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
What a shit house.
So him and Brandon went and played 2 darts, had 2 drinks and went home.
What a shit house.
Kaiser Chiefs player, 35th match for him. And, face in the defence for Zimbabwe.
What a shit house.
Constantly looking for that quick ball upfield. That's good work there.
Because nobody else turned up.
He's been knocked off his feet and he just gets bundled over there. And he
No,
goes
they
a little
got-
bit of a chit chat there just to say to Prince Dube that's not okay.
You got
It wasn't,
the people who's going to be there at half 8. You know, got 15 minutes till.
Don't get yourself caught up there. And everybody's looking.
Yeah, but did he not got tell?
Yeah, he gone home by 40 past 7. But the other people, what's going to be turning up, it's not turning up till half 8.
Ah. And you just think it's no point.
And he thinks it's no point. He wants to go home because he's got, I think his last days at work is today.
Not picking up a yellow card, but
I don't know.
Salah walking away, going, well, I'm going to have to.
I don't know
use
what
my
he's doing
skills
tomorrow.
to sneak past him next time
probably
so
two.
he doesn't get that
probably
foot
two.
I bet you're going. Oh yeah, you got work tomorrow.
No, I'm going to work. I'm not working. I'm going to work to do my
over the paints.
health
And then you're coming back?
videos for 2 hours and I'll be home. Yeah. I'll be home by lunchtime.
Third clash between these two nations in the Africa Cup
Oh,
of Nations.
shit.
The
What?
first match was back in 2004 in Tunisia. It was actually the first
Tiffany
ever
is
appearance
lucky
for
to be
Zimbabwe
alive.
in this tournament as they pick up the ball in the midfield.
Wow.
With Prince Dube
Tiffany
getting the
Stan
ball over
done
to the
something
right-hand
silly
side.
in her training.
Goes back to Maruira.
Fuck that.
Jesus Christ.
And back across
Mo Salah,
Takwara. Bit of possession here. See that there's
He's the
plenty
top
of
player.
Is Mo Salah going to score?
Agadir, of course,
to reach
making
43.
quite a lot of noise.
Cristiano Ronaldo's got 42.
Some Zimbabwe fans as
I still
well.
keep thinking,
Best
oh, I'm still thinking, is Zimbabwe going to score?
Dunno.
Get it. It flies across and dealt with by Hamdi at the back. Picks up in the midfield. Prince Dube, the young Africans player.
Well, I've got the last one left.
I guess so.
Dube picks it up. That's the shot that
No, I'm just liking them because they're that nice. They're Moorish.
touch there, so it will be possession for Zimbabwe.
Instant for Zimbabwe. Dube doing ever so well to take his chances, and that's what they need to do. They have sat for 15 minutes really trying to absorb the pressure, and that's one mark for them, and I think the coach would be impressed. They have the ability to take their time on the ball, stroke those passes, and that's what they need.
Corner it is for Zimbabwe. Mario Marinich's team. Taken here by God knows where we're at. Scotland FC. Here we go with the delivery into the penalty box.
What?
Dealt with there by
I just said they play for a team called Scotland FC, but it's not in Scotland.
Sendami. They lose possession. Now left side. Here's the man. He's the danger man.
Go figure.
Shaw tries to thread the ball through. And Marmouche comes back and retrieves possession. Ashore again. Listen, players, you can see the attack 7 and 7 there for both nations. Just giving you an idea that Zimbabwe are not here just to make up the numbers, they're here for business. Mario Marinic working his magic, but they need possession. Biding their time. Getting the ball over to the left-hand side. Andy Fati helping out. Trezeguet, of course, ever present on that
Right.
left side.
What team does he play for?
So I think it's Saudi.
Oh, the little touch there. Prince Dube doing really well to
But he used to play for Aston Villa.
ball up in the midfield, trying to
Yeah, what? Oh, and you Fatty.
counter. It hasn't
No, Trezeguet.
swiftly as they
Oh.
were
Trezeguet used to play for Fulham.
As Emmanuel Jalai
No, Aston Villa.
doesn't manage to get the ball. It's been lofted over the top. The flag will go across side there, and let's see that Trezeguet unable to latch onto that.
Oh, Teresa Gallagher.
What?
Is that who they on about?
The Egyptians seem to
No, his name's called
want
Trezeguet.
to rush things
Oh.
at the moment. They really want to catch the Zimbabweans unawares, and in the beginning they were very patient in their build-up. The coach is also frustrated. Just
What a
take
name,
time with it.
Hassan
There's
Hussan.
absolutely no need to rush. Once you retrieve the ball, just try and move it around.
He didn't waste any time scoring goals, did he? He rushed every single thing that he wanted to do. He wanted to even, just make sure that he was the top goal scorer in Egypt. Ever since he managed to sort of put on the boots and represent his country. And look where he is now.
But his positioning is equally important. So if it is that you're a midfielder, you can't rush him into space.
Oh, it's here. Now Zimbabwe
Oh,
picks
that's
up
good.
on Sendali. Waits for support.
Sorry,
The
sorry.
defence back in position. Lays it back for an attempt to get the ball back into the penalty box. It's been lofted up. Can anybody get on the end of it? It's dealt with at the back. But only just with good pressure there. You can see that Marvellous and the camera.
We're bringing you.
Causing all sorts of
Luke.
issues. There he is between the 3 defenders there and just comes up, tries to latch onto
What do you want?
The contact there from Fatty.
Hello?
Unable to latch onto that.
Oh, there you are.
Any
Hi.
kind of finishing
Shut up.
move there. No one says, shall we, any kind of issue.
Haha.
Go on then.
But it's quite impressive when Zimbabweans they get into the
I
opposition.
don't-
half,
I
they
already know
really
where
when
she
they
went
are
in
that,
Friday to
opposition half,
Sunday.
They have numbers. Fabish, who's playing in that midfield, is box to box. He's there to add numbers, to give an option in the box. So that's what they need to do, force the areas of their Egyptians and maybe try and capitalize.
Yeah.
Shaw. Hanny picks it up, the control, bites his time, waits for a little bit of support.
Someone
He has
called
it.
Kieran? I don't know.
Yeah, there's the nice touch from Salah. Hanny delivery far post.
I don't know who that is, no.
Goes and out of
my mum just told me he was gay when my mum saw him Friday. Because soon, all I know is that my dad said to me is basically one. He went straight there after I went home. I went to work, went straight to my mum's. I was there really early. Josh and me was just chilling. And then Dad come back and said that Brooks with a gay bloke. I don't know if it was true or not. And then yeah, I'm in James' room. But yeah, and then my dad and my mum went. I'm not going to say much till I see George in a bit and we see what happens. And then Brooke goes, "Oh, I'm not home till Sunday. Can you bring the girls later if they're having dinner? Because she's not coming back till about 3:30, 4. With obviously she was at Southampton Friday to Sunday. All she told me was she was with a gay bloke. I don't think it was a gay bloke. She's obviously with someone.
Well, yeah, she must be.
Well, I don't really care to be fair, but if she is seeing someone, she does need to tell Helen to actually tell me, then I understand and I won't have a go.
That's why I call them the disruptors.
Either way, it's like
Wow.
Ava yesterday kind of got me upset and I had to go upstairs. She wanted me to basically, she said to me about something who was really kind of upset, but I didn't know what to say. She wanted me to come back home and I went to her car. The situations, my mum looked at me and got upset too. But I looked at her and I don't know what to say. You're only 6 years old, what can I say? She went, "I just wanted you to go home and say, Mummy, I'm sorry." But I went to her, "I can't, I'm not allowed to talk to Mummy." But then she started saying about Kieran. And I was like, only one Kieran I know is the gay bloke who we know
No,
from.
that's definitely not him.
That's definitely not him. Because I looked on his Facebook. So I went to my mum and went, only Kieran I know is from HB. And she knows Vicky and knows you and Luke. That's the only one I know.
This is ridiculous.
But
This is
yeah,
ridiculous
she's
result.
definitely with a new geezer. It's obvious. She's completely off with me straight from the start.
Do you reckon that he's met the kids?
He's already seen the kids, and I'm getting quite a bit pissed off about that.
Well, yeah, because he shouldn't be, should he, really?
Well, I can't talk to her. That's the issue.
Well, we need to take Connor out. Take Connor out where? In the sugar shack.
Oh, everyone's been in there.
Do you know what they're going to do?
No, it's not. No, my mate's been there. He keeps texting me, "Colin, you need to come down." But I'm like, mate, I've got a bucked up nose, mate, at the moment. I've been doing this. I need this.
Mad.
But yeah. So basically, yeah. She was there Friday to Sunday. So.
Oh.
No, mate, I've seen my day. You don't want to see that. Yeah, she was there with him Friday to Sunday. So I don't know what she's been doing. Yeah, Southampton. But do you know what's even funny? She goes to my mum and dad goes, "Oh, Kane, I've got you a lotion bag for you to clean my clothes for me because my washing machine's broke." Do you know what my dad said to her? "Don't go out with this stupid bloke. I don't know if he's gay or he's straight, but you should have stayed at home and then that could be getting fixed. And stop getting your pussy wet." That's what she's doing. It's that simple. What? I got my hand. I don't really need Brooke, Kate. But no, I ain't done that. Yeah, all I can say is my last time I actually done that with Brooke was the 6th of September. That's my last time I done that.
Come on.
Yeah, I do remember the date. Because
I remember my date when I last did it with Nick.
was that yesterday? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Go on.
How are you? Yeah, how you been anyway?
Go forward. Head. Go on.
Got it, I got it there.
Go on. Oh.
405.
Oh. Oh my
Okay,
God.
yeah.
Nearly 2-0 Zimbabwe. Wow.
It's called. I could show you my t-shirt. Let me show you my t-shirt.
United learning.
I've got my phone on.
Zimbabwe defenders are back in position. Everybody's trying to get back into position. High ball over the top. This attempt to try and get that shot in from Marmouche, but unable to get that strike in, of course. And finally, it just comes up end-to-end action the way that we like it, Amanda.
Yep, end-to-end stuff. But of course, Zimbabwe at the moment riding the wave. They're perfectly executing their transitions.
1-0 Zimbabwe. I just physically at the moment, folks, cannot believe what is happening.
All I'm saying
It is a
I'm
shot.
hoping to God that I can keep it.
Yep.
Did you go today to do about e-learning?
Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, probably.
Another Ahali player.
So when are you got to do it?
I got all my health and safety tomorrow.
Are you doing it tomorrow?
Yeah, because basically, you know when you got like, you're meant to have like, it's my first time having my actual first 2 weeks off. So the manager went, right, you've got seven videos to watch. And he was like deciding, do I wait till the next holiday or do you want to do it then? I went to him, I might as well go there at 10, do it till 12, and then I come home. So I got seven videos to watch.
Over to the right side.
Health and safety and everything.
He picks it up from
No,
Hossain.
I got the ID plate today.
Yeah, all them lot got it today. So they got home. So they went, can you do your e-learning video things tomorrow? And then I'm hoping that my manager's there because I don't know why, but the ladies kind of mucked up my Monzo card account. Yeah, I must have gave him my jump card instead of my one. So my money went into Brooke's account, so I had to quickly transfer it to her one, to mine. And then, do you know what she done? She rung up my dad straight away, and me and him had a bloke argument for no freaking reason, and I had to explain to him saying sorry.
Did you? Do you reckon she can see that though?
I don't really care if she's seen it.
Imagine if she took it.
No, I've got it right now. That's why I bought the name thing. If she did, I'd fucking knock her out. Oh, him. Is that right? Yeah, innit? But yeah, no, I don't really care if she lives
Look at the
somewhere.
numbers as well. The yellow jerseys inside the box.
Wow.
Making sure that they're closing the spaces, denying any second ball coming in because they're going to deal with it.
I've got 8 days remaining to see what happens. And do you know what's even fun, even weird? Do you know what my dad texted me yesterday? Has the solicitor rung you? I said no. All we put is okay.
On this occasion, who's
I reckon if we got.
But then she's gonna get pissed off, isn't she?
at the age of 11.
My birthday's on a Sunday. I ain't got a clue what to do. Do you want a sugar shack?
Mum is Shona from Zimbabwe.
I don't know. I had to figure out what to do yet. I'm gonna be 29. Oh,
Alright, then while he goes, I've got to get dressed.
yeah, you need to watch this. It looks interesting.
What channel is it on?
For
All 4.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Hey?
Hey?
What teams is it?
Egypt are losing 1-0.
Headed away.
To
In Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
Zimbabwe?
That is weird.
Yeah, Mo Salah's playing.
Mo
And Mama Moose.
Oh, Mama Moose.
And they're losing.
Oh, Mama Moose.
Innit?
Oh, Mama Moose.
Alright, then where are you going?
Oh, there you go. I'll see you later.
On that occasion.
Alright, bye.
They wanna love, they wanna have fun. Oh, girl, just wanna have the only reward. When the working day is done, we eat your blues. Oh, eat your blues.
12th match playing for Zimbabwe. Another chance for Gerald Takwara to launch this long ball into the penalty box. Little flick there, but finally smashed away there by Batty. Hit high. Got to be careful at the back. There's Garananga trying to deal with it. Does a sterling job at the back. side position. Just a little bit late coming back, wasn't he, Prince Dubé? And taken quickly over to the left-hand side. Egypt lost only one of their group games in this competition in 27 editions. Can you imagine that? 2021 1-0 loss against Nigeria. The big question is, and I'm sure that all of the Egyptians who are watching, will it be number 2? Everybody in Zimbabwe and everybody who follows Zimbabwe will be jumping with joy, going, I hope so.
Sounds like anyone to get you on the piss.
Oh, no, trust me. If it's about my ex, yeah, they would.
The quality of players they have on their
Yeah,
in
they
this
would,
Egyptian
100%.
squad.
I'm just someone who would say just don't let it bother you and just get on with life. Just you don't don't go out drinking because it's not going to do you any good.
Nah, I would rather just on the opposite one. If I want to drink, it'd be.
And also it doesn't help that you're also poorly, so it won't do you any good.
Yeah, that's what I said. I need to get better, otherwise I won't be able to do it.
Because you don't know when you're going to get poisoned, because it could take a while.
Yeah.
Especially with it's getting colder.
Yeah, and I need to go back out tomorrow. And I don't really want to, but I have to.
But you know, that's the
I won't be surprised if they bring you back.
They're that sort of friends that they
doesn't
would.
make sense that the Egyptians keep trying to lob the ball over the top when they are not that great with aerial duels. So Mustafa coming in, there's a target to reach out for.
Hani cuts in. A little bit of support play here. Again, you see what Atia does. Turns.
They're always interested a lot of your mates are more interested in what I'm doing because I do all this. So it gets them all interested.
Yeah, that's why he went. That's why
it's all fascinating. That's why.
looked confused. Went, where are you?
the fascinating on the green screen. The fascinating green screen that gets everyone fascinated. And he's got his pair drops. Oh, they're very pairy.
You can have one.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of them. Too sugary for me.
Touch there. And it's a quick ball that's been sent up towards the ever dangerous man who's coming across Navaya. If it's not him, it's Sendami. He gets the ball back.
I still can't believe Zimbabwe are actually winning.
Off Atia and into the midfield.
I cannot believe it, they are winning.
The flag stays down. It's a little bit too close to a Ruby.
What a name, Ruby and your 40.
Blasted up for you.
Your Ruby and your 40.
Good anticipation from a Ruby, just reading the danger.
Oh, you now got me in a good idea now what you said.
The blushes of that back four, otherwise Mamouche would have been on.
Can you make a football chant in the style of an 80s song about Mohamed Salah?
Probably playing with the cross man wasn't maybe a good idea, so hence they want to.
That would be quite interesting.
The original number 9 as a target back.
I don't know why. He's just looking on TikTok, I think.
Just on the side of the pitch for the next 10 minutes so that Marmouche actually
No, my
sees it
mate's just.
and delivers, because that could be like sort of, you know, something that happens. It's obviously not going to happen. And we will see our first change. And this is quite shocking because Mama Shaw goes off, and we've now got the big man who's going up to the front. Now, does Marmouche just go a little bit further back? There's a yellow card that's gone to Atia, as you can see, with that challenge. Wow. Tactically, I'm trying to get my head around this, Amanda, because he's obviously going straight to the centre forward position.
Wow, he's took his best player off.
Behind him, I imagine, into Ashaw's position.
Yeah.
Because you need that. He's a pure 100% centre forward. That man.
He's took his best player off.
Mustafa Mohamed, and he's proven it year after year. Last African Cup of Nations, and the Côte d'Ivoire scored key goals. Great in the air, very clinical, very dangerous to deal with. Picked up by Zimbabwe. Just sneaks, so it's still in play. Nope, it's gone over.
I bet you're on TikTok.
Getting good work there from
Facebook?
Daniel
I
Sendami.
was looking on something on Facebook, but.
Yeah. Oh, I can see. Yeah.
Fati and Atia are still going to sit as a double pivot. Then Mamouche comes in as the second striker. Trezeguet still keeps his place on the left.
I can sympathise with what you're going through because I went through a similar thing when I had like nearly $3,000 taken off of me.
His first chance to try and do something. Couldn't quite pivot. Takwara coming
But
across. A bit too much of the ball.
have I not told you about that? He's busy doing his thing.
Sorry, I'll concentrate.
No, I'm just saying, did you not know that I got $3,000 taken off me? I literally got someone frauding me out of a lot of money.
I hope you get it right, sir. Oh, the ball comes across. There was a great chance there. The big centre back coming up, Hossam, but
Yep.
unable to latch on.
That's what happened.
The header towards goal, but
I ended up having $3,000 frauded off of me.
goalkeeper and defender making sure that that was going nowhere.
No, because some.
My one's different.
No, but it's very. But I'm just.
My situation's like I can't talk to her. I can't go in the flat. I can't.
No, but the difference with my one was someone who a mate of mine knew literally decided to basically say a lot of lies because she knew about my disability and take advantage of it. So she was faking that she was homeless and had nowhere to live, couldn't get any food. And because of my disability, I would be someone who would be willing to help out.
Yeah. No.
And it got to the point where I was literally on the point where I couldn't even pay rent to live here. And on that point, we went to the bank to try and see if they can retrieve it, and you know the miracle of NatWest, they retrieved every single penny back.
That's good though.
But it's more because of my disability needs and because I'm independent and don't work. And then my mate, who did apologise to my mum for what he did because he got involved in it by helping her out, convincing me to give money to him to then give to her. So he was helping. He ended up getting a massive hissy fit and not talking to me for a while because of she was afraid my mum was going to ring the police on him. But mum had to do that to make him do it. And his girlfriend had to bail him out because he didn't have the money. But his partner knew I wouldn't have done all that if she didn't lie and also if Jack didn't help. So Jack got a bit of massive telling off from his partner. And because of that, I now can't have anyone looking into I can't. So if I owe anyone money, I can't really give it to them without telling my mum and then saying I've got to give this person a bit of money. So I can't. So my mum checks my account just to make sure no dodginess is going out. It's because she's got permission now by the bank.
I think that's why my dad kind of got.
But the difference is my mum's got access to the app. Yeah.
How is he still saving that crazy shot?
Yeah, mum's got access to the app. So mum can go on the app and just have a look and just see just in case.
Wow. How the fuck did you?
Because when we were in town and my mum was asking why did you spend the $6.99 on? That's because she checked on the app. Yeah, so it's just because of that.
That was like a knuckleball.
Yeah.
How did that 4-year-old save that?
And the manager of Egypt's the all-time record goal scorer for Egypt's national team.
Is he the one that took someone off?
Yeah. And
How come?
I have no idea. And he's the record goal scorer for the whole of the country.
Well, let's have a look at the goal. That was it. Beautiful work down the right-hand side.
But I love the name of the manager.
Just confused why they're not scoring.
The manager's called Hassan Hussein. Hassan Hussein. Do you think it's a good bit of a unusual name? It's called Hassan Hussein.
What, the manager?
Yeah, Hassan Hussein. So basically double H.
There's the delivery coming across and a chance for them. It's been
it's
pulled
offside.
back. And
No, it's on.
Salah.
It's just Salah.
He's
It sounds like you're cold.
selfishly.
Yeah, I am.
Even though I've shut the window.
Box, but it will be again just showing his class and reading it well. I'm liking the zip about Omar Marmoush, who's coming back. He looks better and more comfortable in that midfield position just behind.
I'm gonna do. Oh wait, let's do this. I know you don't like this. Let's see how it is.
To pass the ball, with
Get on the
just
bench a bit
class,
and chill.
will create more chances
we'll
than
wait
him
till the
just
ring
being
here,
the striker up front.
Absolutely.
Why?
The top man.
Oh, he wants me to
number
get
nine,
off
you
the
have defenders
agency
your
on
back.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I think
On
on
the
the
second
TikTok,
striker,
isn't
you
it?
have a little bit of room in that
Help me in a
midfield to
bit.
sort of
Not yet.
track, check.
Hey, I've literally got a song on it. It's the Power Ballad, "The Power of Love" by Huey Lewis and the News, and it's a 80s football chant for a player that you like, for Terry Devlin.
Go on then, read, sing it.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
Sing it.
Nah.
Come on. Read it. Out loud.
And then he's also got "Give It Up" by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Is it weird to think that I think Zimbabwe literally look like they could win this?
Wow, we're freaking winning at home 1-0. It's not even gone
Yeah,
on.
they've had 2 good chances.
Penetrable with that goal that's been scored already by Prince Dubé. Scenario that no one thought would happen has happened in this first half.
This would be the biggest shock of the tournament so far.
And the danger man, Daniel Sendami.
Let's put it on here. Look. The songs are there.
Of course, you will capture the referee's attention with that kind of contacts. Hamdi Fati playing his 50th match for Egypt today. Well, will it be a memorable one come 90 minutes? Who knows? Moira. There's the delivery. Cleared before it gets any of the Warriors. 41.5 minutes gone, and yes, that's the correct scoreline. Zimbabwe are leading Egypt by that man Prince Dubé, 20th minute goal. A scenario that they've experienced before in their first ever Africa Cup of Nations in Tunisia 2004. There was Peter Glovu, who is of course legend of the game back in the 90s and the start of the new millennium.
Let's see what mum and dad and everyone says about it. Like I
Scored the
said,
opening goal,
that
led
my mates
Egypt
just rung me.
in their first ever
Gave me
taste
an
of
update about
Africa Cup
Brooks,
of
like,
Nations
new man.
action. They went on to
Let's
lose
see what mum and
2-1,
dad
of
say.
course.
You don't need her.
Scenario that they don't want to see unfold here in Agadir.
The person you just saw today,
Marmoush.
Friday, just gone, was
Comes
the
across
person
to
she's
Atia.
actually with.
Brutal. Player. Honey.
Oh my god. The Total Eclipse of the Heart, the funny football chant in the style of an 80s song.
Midfield area. Here he is.
Oh, that's a tune, that, by the way.
Atia.
And then you got Careless Whisper by George Michael.
Cuts it around behind Moira.
I love that one.
Trezeguet looking for
I love the one which is Careless Whisper.
It's Angry Ginger's
on the
team
left-hand
playing
side.
tonight. They're winning
Delivery comes
3-0, I
across.
think.
There's a chance for a shot. It's
Go
been
on.
picked up potentially.
Go
Lots
on.
of yellow shirts
Ah,
back.
why
You got Careless Whisper.
Do anything there and watch out for the counter.
Oh, I love this one.
Because Zimbabwe are about to
And
go
at the end
for
it
their
big
runs
saying,
again.
because you're sitting on the bench again.
Dangerous towards Navaya, but
Yeah, it's called Winton United. Winton.
Winton United.
Yeah, Winton. Is it Winton United or is it United in Ball League?
Trezeguet
Can't remember.
goes down, and there's the head in the hands moment, and you can see that Moira and a yellow card there for Trezeguet. Right on it was the Senegalese referee Issa C.
Yeah, Trezeguet with that dribble, really trying to penetrate the box. But the referee, well positioned, no contact whatsoever. Rightfully so, a yellow card for assimilation.
The thing is that, you know, if there is contact, you go down, but you don't
he
just
fell over for
flop
no reason.
and look so dramatic as if you're in a Marvel comic film, you know, I mean, don't do it.
How is
The referees see that and they understand. It's something that should be taken out of the game.
Why is
you know,
not
as
silent
coaches
just going to stick
talking
up?
to the
Oh yeah,
players,
it's
you
not
know,
really
if you-
Also, the sponsor of Ginger's actual team that he's competes in, he actually has a deal with Daisy Hill.
But also once
Oh, yeah.
complete
You know
this,
Aaron Hunt?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the owner of Daisy Hill, so Daisy Hill sponsors his Sunday League side. So they've got like not a merger but a relationship going. So it means he can play some of his league games at Daisy Hill
Yeah, I really
on a Sunday.
Let's move forward.
You know when I said I just texted,
Yeah.
Niece and Luke just FaceTimed me.
Yeah.
And that Brooke,
Yeah.
and Brooke's got a new man.
Yeah.
I'm just telling
Yeah.
and telling them lot.
Yeah.
And then he put Paul Feller. So he's gonna get he's gonna be filling in my shoes now.
Yeah.
So going over the shop every day. Good luck, mate.
Oh, and Daisy Hill Stadium's also is also named now. It's now called the Ginge Power Stadium. Go!
Who's that?
Is that Mamouche?
Mamouche.
No! Because when Mamouche scores, I always go and do I'm a Mamouche. Oosh. What? Ew.
Oh my god, fuck me.
Forward drive into it.
Yeah, but look at the amount of space that
Why?
he gets when he's coming from that second striker
can
position.
feel it.
He's facing the ball and driving straight to the
Breathing.
goal. But this time around, he goes underneath the ball.
Feels like I'm not gonna be
Drive
playing
through the
my
laces, drive
PlayStation
through the
tonight.
ball with the laces.
Because you're not feeling well.
I don't play nothing if I'm not feeling right.
I'll still play because it gets my mind with it.
All around the world if you want to get interested.
If I'm
And,
sneezing,
sign
it's
up.
not.
But,
I don't mind
Picked
watching
up there with
something.
Sendami and
I
Hani
will
goes
be
down,
like
free
sneezing
kick
a lot,
going against
It's fine.
a very animated left winger.
Yeah.
What the
He's
fuck?
dealing with them, Sendami. Sendami enjoys these sort of
That's a goal and a half
duels.
by a horror.
The 1v1 situations. He's becoming very mobile, interactive.
You've heard of him?
With wire
Yeah,
up
I
front.
do.
A horror when he did this goal and it's just amazing. See look,
Egypt
this is the actual goal.
pushing forward once again with Hani.
Once he gets,
pushed back. Like the movement.
never watch what he does with the ball.
You know, they've found that confidence. I think going into a
Oh,
clash
wow.
like this is
He sends the keeper packing and the defender.
especially when it brings some middle
He sends the ball packing, and that's actually scored at the home of Daisy Hill.
They found that confidence, and now you can see that they're a different team. Just need to stay focused. Good work from Takwara at the back again. Player who's just doing his job in his.
Joe, that's the first game back that of him managing since winning I'm a Celebrity.
Isn't it? Good though, isn't it? Like,
Squared ball.
how he's doing.
And you know what's even interesting? He's actually done a piece for BBC, official BBC News.
Middle.
Do you know why you can tell it's BBC News? Because look, it's got the red. Look,
Think he's got an injury.
look, you can tell. Look, BBC Manchester.
Marmouche.
Nottingham Forest got a bad injury.
Wow.
Playing right, playing left.
I can't believe his name's
No.
He's
No.
needed.
Yeah.
Hani to the right side. Into that corner pocket.
Ah.
Marmouche on the right.
I don't know if the game's like stopping or something.
I don't know, you need to have a look.
Control of the ball.
Apparently it was a really bad
Do do
sick challenge.
do 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 do
A chance
do.
now. Mo Salah! Mo Salah! Mo Salah tries to get a shot in. Doesn't get
Do you know what's funny? You got the commentator going, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo
I
Salah.
think it was Takwara.
Do you wanna do you want to big up Mo Salah more than he already is bigged up?
Again. As, they try and
Why is he-
retrieve.
They're giving it to him too
A last
much.
chance in this first
Go on.
half with a shot
Oh,
that
come
takes
on.
the deflection and goes
This-
out for a
Salah,
corner.
do this
Shows
corner better.
off His
Please,
ability
mate.
to shoot from distance. It's not just about anything that
Right.
comes loose in
Anything.
the penalty box.
Come
Got
on.
a rifle of a shot, he really has.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, it's a pen.
Who
Into
for?
the hands of a-
Fulham.
And,
Oh.
that
Fulham.
Of the first half. There's the header there that came from Trezeguet.
Is there any card or
Dealt
anything?
with and
No.
marshalled at the back.
No, because it would have been up there. They would have got a red if it was. Oh, it's half time as well.
First 45 minutes, extraordinary scenario here. And the Zimbabwe, in their 7th appearance, never got out of the group stages against the 7-time winners. It's Egypt 0, Zimbabwe 1. is Washington Navaya, who the centre forward playing his first match for Zimbabwe, who has been replaced. Amanda, sorry, I do finally get to you.
It has been a very interesting first half for Egypt. I thought wasted opportunities. They were under control. They were pinning the Zimbabweans back, but of course the Zimbabweans just stuck to their guns, soaking up the pressure. That low block became very difficult to break.
Yeah, and absolutely, it's interesting to see what will happen now, because it's wake up time for Hossam Hassan, the 59-year-old coach of this Egyptian team, because there's a lot of pressure on a coach of the Egyptian team. It's always been the same case, if we go back to Hassan Shahata and everybody who's even Bob Bradley, they've all had stints trying to work their magic. It hasn't been everybody's cup of mint tea, is it?
Yep.
Good ball, good pass. Trezeguet tries to find a little bit of space. His shot doesn't happen. Left side, and the danger that we've been watching in the first half from Sendami. Lovely little spin churn, and they will pick up possession. He's looking for a reaction from the referee from Senegal, Issassi. Nothing.
Sendam is one of those players that are easy to go down, but I think in this match he shows great strength, really trying to stay on his feet to beat his marker. But of course, if it is that you're facing the likes of Atia, they definitely will pull you down.
You can see that Atia with his arms up in the air as Egypt push forward once again. And big fan of Mustafa Mohamed, the Ligue 1 player based at Nantes. His Marmouche, first touch not brilliant there, but still picked up there by Mustafa Mohamed. Good work with Trezeguet picking the ball up. Trezeguet puts it on his right foot, tries to get that shot in. Again, too much traffic, and it does come to a standstill when you're trying to shoot through traffic.
Absolutely, I feel like the Egyptians are getting a little bit desperate. They should be able to work a little bit harder.
That's a good ball from Hamdi down to Trezeguet. Trezeguet, oh, he gets the ball back. Here's Hamdi, wing back, pulls it back across. There's no one there. And again, you can see that the organisation of these guys at the back, it's not just Nakamba, but it's also Takwara, Garananga, of course. These guys, they're vigilant and they're very diligent.
Yeah, they're not easy to break. They're communicating very well.
And they're finding it quite complicated at the moment to try and deal with that. Atia gets the ball back across lots of time and space. Hani gets his ball over to that far side, has been picked up, and there's the delivery coming in. The attempted header there coming in from Mustafa Mohamed doesn't happen. Picked up here by Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe dealing with that just over on that far side there with that man Dube. Complicated. A little bit of hands up, a little bit of contact there from Bonnet and Paulie Bonnet, former Leyton Orient player, with 90 matches, 45 goals. QPR Ipswich, of course, a player with a lot of experience, playing for Malden and Tiptree, 30 years of age. Bring on a player, and in this situation, you want him to replace the player who's already been providing his team with options. And I think that, it's a tactical move there by Mario Maranicha, of course, who makes that tactical change because he wants something to happen. But they've already got a 1-0 lead, which is a wonderful place for them to be.
It is indeed. I think it eases the pressure as well, because the expectation coming into this game was for the Egyptians to be the ones on the front foot, to be leading the game, dominating the ball possession as they have. But it's always just about who takes their chances, and I think Zimbabwe created an open chance and they utilised it.
Surging forward, Egypt little touch there. Nicely done. Marmoush keeps hold of possession. There's an overlap if he needs it with Hani. It's lofted into the penalty box. It goes over the top and away from Mustafa Mohamed, who's just hoping that he can get on the end of it. And a look in the eye line of Mo Salah, saying, we're trying to make this work, but what can we do to make it work?
And it's not working. And when I meant that the Egyptians need to work a little bit harder, they usually play in between the lines. They want to break those lines, playing in the half spaces, the mobility, but they haven't been doing that. They're choosing for the long ball option to get those aerial duels, which is not working for them.
Yeah, sometimes keep the ball on the go. I think that they've got those creative players who can provide us with those probing passes, but it doesn't have to be over the top. They need to just, maybe work their magic on the ground at the moment. There's the pass that goes through to Mustafa Mohamed, and again you can see that Mo Salah tries to get that little touch to him. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Sangdami catches the eye of the referee, but the fact is that it's Mo Salah. I want to see him move a little bit more into that centre field, roam a bit more across from the right. You press all of the panic buttons when you've got Mo Salah who's dribbling in a different position than we normally see him. Get him across a little bit, kick up a stink, as they like to say. Here we go, there's the delivery! It's a brilliant ball, and it's just not been latched onto there by Mustafa Mohamed. And again, you can see that they were there in position. The ball goes out of play. Look at that for a delivery there coming from Hamdi.
Beautiful ball. Just with a nice curl towards any touch, even if it was from the opposition, would have turned it into the net. But once again, the centre-back position, or the pairing of Takwara and Garananga, absolutely brilliant.
Mustafa Mohamed unable to latch onto that. Went for his right foot, whereas your first leg that's going to make contact is your left. That's why I sometimes say, you get to see, who has that capacity of playing with both feet when you get crosses like that are searching crosses that we just talked about. As Omar Marmoush gets the ball over to the right-hand side, it's not happened there, and we find ourselves with Egypt at the back, and again trying to create, trying to build, trying to pass, trying to find space, and trying not to look too panicked. In fact, not the case so far. Still plenty of time on the clock as Trezeguet just gets knocked down by July. They got a free kick here. Now, I wonder what kind of delivery they'll produce here, just knowing that these are the kind of situations you work on in the training ground. You want to drill the ball and have that movement. You've got the bus cue. Let's see how this works. Intrigued to see how it functions here, Amanda.
Yeah, but also the defensive organization from Zimbabwe, they are waiting for the ball to come at the top, but they should be anticipating anything.
So, Abdel Salem Hussam, 6'4", put your man Mountain up there, get him to latch onto this. We're in the Atlas Mountains nearly, so I mean, come on, another mountain is fine.
Get a second ball and try and do something.
Yes, exactly. Mo Salah. Mo Salah's going to take a short pass and he's going to go for it. I don't know. This is Marmoush. Marmoush gets the ball over. There's a chance for a header again. There's a chance for a follow-up shot there, dealt with by Garananga. And it's Egypt back into the penalty box. Excellent defensive work there. Two very clinical headers to clear the danger.
They deal very well with the first phase of defense, and that's to clear their lines. They deal with the second ball as well, which has been a real threat for the Zimbabweans.
Atia, plenty of time. Ball over to the right-hand side. Mohamed Hani loves to dart up that right side, constantly active. Fati, there's a ball. Trezeguet goes looking for it. It's fallen loosely. There's a shot that comes in. Great save there from Arumi. And a lot of traffic there, but still gets his shot in. He's mad about his defence because Omar Marmoush was given a little glimpse, a little keyhole of an opportunity, and he took it, pushes the ball forward. That's the shot. It was going towards goal. Not too happy with the defenders getting in the way because they've been queuing up previous to that, and they weren't there on that occasion. There's a delivery header, and it's a follow-up header. There's a chance. Calls for handball. Arui picks the ball up, and there racing back to try and defend as Sendani goes looking to latch onto that. The Egyptian fans making sure that the referee can hear the whistling sound. That's not the wind anymore that's coming off the tops of the Atlas Mountains, because it's died down. It is actually the Egyptian supporters. Ball back to Atia. Atia tries to get his threaded through ball there through towards Trezeguet. Doesn't find its way. Picked up down the right hand side. They go on a little bit of a move, and July gets knocked down by Atia. Atia already picked up a yellow card. He'll get another warning there. It's not ideal if he picks up a second yellow. Let's have a look at this. Does that get touched by the hand? Well, it comes off Garananga's right side, doesn't it?
It definitely takes the sting off of that header, but really wasn't threatening, and that's for the referee's discretion and for VAR to decide.
As we see that bit of contact with Atia, who's walking on thin ice. Not something we see down here on the beaches of Agadir, of course. Beautiful sunshine, 340 days of sunshine a year just to promote the place because it's beautiful. The referee will come across. There's a time-wasting card that's been shown. A little bit of frustration there. You've got to get on with it, even if you're not too sure what you're going to do. But you have 3 run-ups. You've got to get the first 2 right at least, otherwise you will find yourself in a bit of bother. The touch. Zimbabwe pushing forward. It's been dealt with there by Abdel Salem Hossam. There's Mustafa Mohammed. Nice touch. Egypt pushing forward. Mohammed still in possession. Manages to get a little touch there off the marvellous Nakamba, the captain. Plays for Luton Town, of course. That's the scoreline here. 12 minutes into the second half. Possession going back into the hands. There you go, that's the contact on Mo Salah. That's a nasty challenge, isn't it? You know, you don't want to get in there, but teenage Hadebe, centre-back, that's normally what he does, isn't it? He's just been dragged out to the left-hand side, and he has to deal with Mo Salah. But there are ways of dealing with forwards rather than that. Trezeguet in the little corner there. The delivery comes over. Dangerous delivery. The defender's coming to the fore. Has been tidied up at the back. And here's the goal scorer, Prince Dube. Lovely little ball to the right-hand side. Just a little bit overcooked. And goes out of play with Egypt and Atia collecting. We're not getting to that crazy, panicky, frenzy moment, but it's not far away, is it? When Egypt have to push, they have to just do something big. And it's not clicking at the moment just yet. Trezeguet. Out wide, he's got an option. Hanis screaming for the ball down that right-hand side. And the delivery of the fine crosses comes over. And Mustafa Mohammed, it's been picked up. There's a chance for Omar Mamouche. Puts it on his right foot. Puts it on his right foot. Gets the shot deflection out for a corner. And look at that. Takwar putting their bodies on the line. The Warriors, that's what they do. That's how they play.
Yep. That's the resilience that you need, especially when the Egyptians are looking for that equalizer. Mamouche, great composure, tries to unleash a shot, but Takwara, like you say, puts his body on the line.
Here's the delivery coming over, gets towards the front post, but again it's cleared. Zim walk away. Fans making a lot of noise with stadium looking very full at the moment. And Washington Arubi at the back, hoping that he doesn't concede a goal. El Shanawi coming up to send that ball up. It's collected there by Mohammed Hamdi. There's Hani linking up with Fati. The ball goes out. It's Zimbabwe. They'll be quite happy, you know, just taking the sting out of this game. But just watching the Egyptians get frustrated. You know, you don't want to see those the Egyptian supporters, they don't want to see the flailing arms of their players, thrown up in the air, the frustration. They want to see composure. They want to see calm. They want to know that these guys are controlled enough to actually react and hit back.
Absolutely. They need to find that control once again. They need to find that rhythm into their game. I think they've lost that. But of course, there's still some players, I think, the likes of Zizou, Sabir also on the bench, that might come in and spark a little bit of fire for the Egyptians. But at the moment, they really need some creativity.
Yeah, Zizou, wonderful player, of course. We saw him play for Zamalek. Now he plays for Al Ahly. And, well, he's on the bench, of course, but he has got the intricate skills system that can work its magic here. And he so often produces great crosses, but also scores some great goals as well. Wonderful player. 21 shots to 5. You can see that Zim are the team that have taken advantage, who have got the lead. There's Bond with a shot that comes in. El Shanawi gets his hands to it, takes the sting out of it, and then pounces on it.
But look at that great vision from Dube. Doesn't really overcomplicate things. First turn, direct ball, first pass forward. Bono with a good touch, a good shot to really try and trouble El Shanawi.
Macaulay Bond, again, the player that we've said needs to be present, needs to get up there, needs to assist Daniel Sandami, who's been a bit quiet for the last few minutes, but picks up the ball here, squares the ball into the middle. His chance, knocked off the ball, but he's picked the ball up, and he's in prime position, dispossessed, sterling work at the back, and you can see that important intervention was key for the Pharaohs.
Yeah, and by the look of things, the second half is certainly going to be dominated by those turnovers, the desperation from the Egyptians to get the equalizer, but also the transition attack from the Zimbabweans is quite interesting.
Really exciting, isn't it, when they get hold of the ball, it's like, wow, where are they going to go now? Well, they're moving forward. This is Egypt on the attack. And I like the way that Sandami is moving left and right, doesn't stay stationary. Here's Atia, tries to drag that ball, get his right foot behind it and lift it up, but it was kind of headed towards no man's land. It wasn't, you hit the high ball towards Mohamed Stafford. I think that you've got to say why, do something a little bit different. Here's Bond once again. Macaulay Bond gets his shot across, and well, he's providing his team with some excellent firepower, some attacking prowess, and excellent work just to deal with the big man Hossam at the back. Puts it on his right foot, just doesn't really strike the ball as well as.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah,
Time to sort some stuff out.
That duel, but of course on the turn, he did it on the left-hand side. Now he's coming back on the right side. He's looking for that corner at the bottom. I think El Shanawi should really.
I mean, look at that. 4-6-3 to 7-1. But on the attack now.
Mamouche has scored. Oh my Mamouche!
The strike that has put the Pharaohs back in business. The drive that left Washington Arubi startled, unable to deal with it. What a strike! Oh, what a response! What an equaliser!
What an equalizer, and that's how you have to respond if you are the Pharaohs. A moment of individual brilliance from Mamouche, who has certainly been the live wire for the Egyptians. Good control on the turn, wastes no time, picks a spot and sends it to the roof. No chance for Ruby.
That was a roof rocket, driven high.
There's 1-1, folks.
After some deft touches, the Man City man has finally given the people of Egypt an equaliser. After 7,000 passes that they put together, it's a little bit less than that, but crikey.
Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted. For the likes of Mamouche to work just a little bit harder. Rotation and drifting of those positions, finding those spaces, moving in and out of those positions, creating openings, and that's exactly what you need, the mobility, playing in the half spaces, playing in between the lines.
He's a world-class player, we know it. Putting him back, master stroke from Hossam Hassan.
Yeah.
Let's give him credit, He's understood that one, Mohamed Mustafa is not just a tall centre forward causing problems, he's also a decoy.
Yeah.
And put Marmoush back in the position. Oh, it's a good strike that is coming from Mustafa Mohammed. Nearly driving it in, a little bit of a touch there, but fine shot indeed with that right foot. It's curling around, it's sneaking around, it can't quite find the back of the net corner.
Absolutely brilliant. Just using Garananga as a pivoting point just to curl the ball.
There we go, the corner comes right across. There's the back header there coming from the Hossam, player down. Prince Dubé's down the ground, and his goalkeeper getting up gingerly.
Yeah, just stopping Arubi in his tracks, stopping him from launching an immediate attack.
Okay, here we go. We got Zizou coming on, of course, and the Trezeguet will come off, and Adel will come on as well. Fratia. Watch out. I mean, just watch out. Zizou, such a big fan of this guy. You know, danger galore when Zizou comes onto the pitch. Seeing him play for Zamalek, seeing him just create so many wonderful moves with the wizardry that he has, his deft touch, his ability to dribble past players, and the crosses. And Adel is going to be very important as well in that midfield. Two key players coming on after two pretty strong performances from Trezeguet. Trezeguet maybe a little bit less than he normally does. He's at 80% today, whereas normally gets himself in that defence and causes more problems.
Yeah, but also if the coach is going to substitute Ashura in the first half, that is a combination that usually clicks for Trezeguet. Now it's a new combination of Zizou coming in to really try and make sure that he gets the team ticking.
Yeah, it's all about how they tick, and this is Zizou with his first touch. He'll come back, he'll collect, he'll race out to the right side. Here he is. They love him in Egypt, of course, is Zizou. Finding a little bit of space out to the right-hand side. Mo Salah, and they'll be working together as well. They know how to communicate, there's no doubt about that. Picked up there with Fati. All picked up. There he is. Zizou gets the block there coming in from that man, Jonah Fabish. Midway through the second half, Egypt 1, Zimbabwe 1. Zim getting a 20th minute goal through Prince Dubé, the young Africans midfielder. The equaliser came from Omar Marmoush with a rocket shot. Wow. The net didn't rip. Zizou out to the right-hand side. Mo Salah. Is he going to go on over Little Wonder? Or Mohamed Hani? He gets the ball back to Zizou. Left foot, right foot. You never know with him. He can juggle. There's the lofted ball. Goes over towards Salah. It goes out for a throw-in. Good work from Hadebe. He's come across, isn't he? He's had to shift into that in a left-back position. Not easy.
Yep, had to get that crucial touch. Mo Salah's lurking just behind.
No one likes a lurking Mo Salah if you're playing against him. That's a good ball. That's a nice little touch, that is. The danger man picks it up once again. Omar Marmoush. Here's Adel. First touch. Gets the ball over. It's headed away. And, well, it's just not been clear. Don't give it to Marmoush if you're a Zimbabwe player. Danger will come your way. Nice touch. Yasser doing well to get the ball to the right-hand side. Here's Hani, Zizou, Salah, far post, their players lurking. Adel's at the far post. There's the ball that comes across. Oh, the bullet header there from Mustafa Mohammed. Well, if that was on target, he would have gone in with the ball.
Yeah, it's the movements for me from Mustafa. Beating those two centre-backs, shakes them off. But Garanga, of course, is always just there to make sure that you don't get an easy header.
Was that Hussam Hassan complaining that he didn't score the goal? He's saying, oh, I would have done that during my days. Come on, give him a break, will you, Hussam Hassan? We know what you did, but he's a brilliant player, isn't he, Mustafa Mohammed? And they're working again. That's a good overlap, that is. Hani trying to get there first. Gets the ball, there's the delivery. Adel can't get on the end of it. Marmoush tries to get a connection there, doesn't happen. And the ball being picked up here by that man, Hamzi. Dispossessed, picked up once again. and collected by Hamdi Fatih, the Wakra player based in Qatar. Ahmed Hani. Oh, dispossessed. Little touch there. Sendami doesn't manage to get hold of that. Otherwise, danger. Would it be looking? Oh, he's pitched the ball. Sneaky play, but there is a whistle that's been blown by Issa C of Senegal for that little bit of contact on Ahmed Yasser. There you go. A little bit of contact from behind. Picked up again. Egypt. Salah. That's not the right pass. Perfectly pinched by Prince Dube. Sendami gets the ball back out. Oh, he's just unable to bring that across. He goes down. There's a bit of contact. And it's in the last chance saloon before he gets a card. You get the impression there, Ahmed Yasser. Well, it's a little bit of everything in that, isn't there?
Yeah, very deliberate. He knew that once Sendami gets on that turn, he's gone. Professional foul, I would say.
You're throwing your hat in the ring there, aren't you? It was a good foul, wasn't it? I mean, you know, he definitely made a statement foul. You know, he's saying, "You're not going to get past me. That's what I'm going to do to you." It's what those guys at centre-back position do. Just shows what kind of a danger he is. The Sendami is going to come off, and strong performances indeed. Sendami will make way. And Chiroa, watch out. Wonderful player. Prince Dube goes off as well. And on will come Prosper Pradera of Sinajoki, plays in Finland. Well, Chiroa, I think we need to watch out for him.
Yep.
He's the danger man that I was talking about. Tawanda Chiroa, Wolverhampton Wanderers Premier League player, 22 years of age, his first African Cup of Nations. As we see that there's been 19 shots inside the penalty area compared to 4 for Zim, but they're still in with a chance of getting a point or getting a win.
Yeah, those 19 shots still need to be converted. The conversion rates for the Egyptians need to go a little bit higher, but super excited indeed. As you mentioned, Tawanda, he's one of those players that also enjoy those 1v1 situations, successful dribbles as well. Hopefully he can really add another one for the Zimbabweans.
Yeah, 3 goals in 11 international games so far, and of course scored that goal against Nigeria. And Uyo, great ball to the far post! Should have delivered. Zizou was there, and he had to keep that down. Couldn't steer it low enough to make it 2-1. Look at that for a cross. Wonderful work there from Adel down to Hamdi, and the delivery. He got past his man, ghosted in behind Fabish. It was there for the taking. It needs to be delivered.
Should have done better, Zizou. Coach knows he should have done better. How many of these crosses and these headers are they going to miss? They have to convert at least one. Comes from the far post, unmarked. He should have really converted.
Yeah, that was a great scoring opportunity there for the Pharaohs as they completely push forward once again. You talk about wave after wave. Adel picking it up, nicely done. Keep the ball in play, still in play, does really well. There's the delivery again at far post. Headed away in the penalty box. I thought it went over the line. It's going to be a goal kick. It looked pretty obvious to me. And the final conclusion is yes, it is. There we go. Over the line. Linesman finally raised his flag.
I might have to get some towels or some dishcloths and stuff myself. Just for the sake of...
Ibrahim Adel, the 24-year-old, plays in the United Arab Emirates for Al Jazeera. His chance to shine here on the big stage. The fighting, the battling, Marmouche. Whoa, how about that for a clinical piece of defensive work from Tekwara. Strong work. Zizou gets Egypt working once again. The delivery comes over. The Oh, wonderful, sterling, tidy up work at the back from Zimbabwe. That's going to be a battle surely there from Abdel Salem Sam. Just getting in the way of Bond. Bond doing well. Gets there, protects the ball, lifts and puffs up his chest so that he's protecting it. It's great work, and he'll cause problems for the two centre-backs constantly. As we take a look at Mario Marinicha, will be very happy with this performance so far, but it's not a done deal yet, Amanda. There's still a lot of football to be played, 15 minutes plus, you know, the extra minutes thrown into the pile.
Absolutely, and that demands a high level of concentration. That is for Zimbabwe. They can't say that they are on the finish line. They have to get through it first. But of course, the Egyptians applying so much more pressure because there's 3 points at stake.
I'm literally trying to sort this out, so.
And of course, in this very complicated group, which is with, I can see your reaction there, fist pumping the air with Bafana. Bafana, of course, you know, getting a 2-1 win over Angola. Angola will fight back. There is no doubt about
Yeah,
that.
I'm just trying.
The
Might not
Negros
touch.
will 2 disallowed goals as well that went to VAR. And
Don't forget to play, we
lots
have
of
to stop.
football to
Oh.
be played in this group. It's going to go to the wire. Top 2 teams and the 4 best third-place teams across the groups will, of course, proceed through to the round of 16. It's a free kick here for Zimbabwe. Danger. As no one's reacting to that. And easily dealt with. Adel picks it up. Omamamush, the right side, plenty of players moving into position. Zizou gets the ball. He's got Hani. Salah will be looking to try and find a bit of space as well. Lofted ball over to the left-hand side. Adel picks it up. He's got an overlap if he wants. Decides to use him as decoy. There's a shot coming in. It takes a bit of a touch there, dealt with there by Arumi. And Maruma Gallant's player. Just seeing that coming, I think, you know, if you can see the ball coming, you can most definitely get in the way and stop the, you know, the shot from getting through. It's when there's a lot of traffic in between you and the player taking the shot. Good ball, great delivery. Salah hits it high, unable to get it on target. Perfect through ball. You can see what they were trying to do there.
Yeah, nice ball at the top. Look at Remo Salah's starting position, running onto that ball, running diagonal towards the left-hand side, and then trying to bring it back to the right. Quite difficult to execute, but Mo Salah, with his quality, tries and fancy his chance, just blowing it over the bar.
I mean, come on, he's only scored 188 goals in 302 appearances, you know, for Liverpool. I mean, you know, a bunch of those goals have been like that. Come on, you know that. We haven't even talked about natural level, have we? Come on.
Oh.
Rabish. Free kick. And a chance again for Zimbabwe. Got to be careful not to race too quickly off their line behind the defensive wall that's been set up. That's a good header from Bod. No one lurking on the edge of the penalty box. Dealt with, diffused, and smashed away.
Yeah.
Just to clear the danger.
Is it all right to eat food if someone?
And the ball to Takwara. Egypt being held by Zimbabwe. Great result for Zimbabwe if it finishes like this. And you know, any kind of a point to get your campaign off to a flying start is brilliant. You look at what they've done. They've won 3 games in 15 played. They've lost 10 and drawn 2 out of the 15. So they would love to get themselves, you know, a solid start. And a point against the, you know, the most successful team in Africa would be brilliant. Zizou goes out wide. Salah, Hani, Salah into the penalty box. Oh, he's trying to get the ball back to Marmouche. It was too many Zim players there. Hani picks it up. Lovely touch to Zizou. Great pass, great vision. Pharaohs moving forward, out to the left side they go. Collected by Hamdi, down into the corner. Here's the danger, Adel. Oh, he picks it up. Will he go for the shot? It's a rocket that takes a deflection and flies wide. But danger looking. Like the way that Adel's working, understood how he can make that pass, run off it, find a bit of space, and he he used his skill to get around there. There was no deflection, of course, it's just a goal kick, but didn't connect as well as he should have.
Yeah, but he's showing great movements, great mobility in and around those areas. He's actually underlapping most of the time, which gives them another option, unexpected from the Zimbabweans, because they're not really tracking the players. They're relying a lot more in making sure that they stick in the defensive block and keep it as low as possible.
Yep. The constant communication between these Zimbabwe players is making it very important for them in defence, but they have conceded. And look at this for a one-man show. Take some of that, Washington Arubi, that's what he's saying. Omar Marmoush with the roof rocket.
That's what you expect from players, quality players like Mamouche, to really step up. When you talk about big match temperaments, you're talking about players like Mamouche that can really sort of ease the load from the likes of Mo Salah. Of course, you still want to see a Mo Salah getting a lot more involved.
Those fans enjoyed that magical moment, and it looks like Lloyd Handy, the Pyramid C player, just had a little bit of treatment. And you can see that Ahmed Fatou of Zamalek could be coming
Trying to
on
make sure.
to replace
Yeah, he's
him.
not
It looks
touched.
like it's the case.
Yeah, he's not touched
Straight
anything
change of
else in here.
positions with the last 9 minutes to play. And there he is, Fatou.
So that's all good.
It's the Zamalek playing his 7th match for Egypt, 7th cap for Egypt. And a former ENPPI player, Smoha, playing in the Egyptian Premier League. That have seen a little change in power, hasn't it, recently, with Pyramids FC becoming the continental champions.
Yeah, yeah.
For the very first time in the small amount of time that they've existed. It's been over 10 years now. I think probably one of the finest team logos in the world. And also winning the Super Cup by beating RS Berkane of Morocco 1-0.
And are they not on their way?
Fiston Mayele scoring that goal, of course. Whoa.
Are they not on their way to the Club World Cup?
Well, the Club World Cup, they will, because they qualified, so yes, you're absolutely right. Wow. It's not just yet, though, is it? We've got a few years before we start.
You know? But what's quite interesting for me is that the African leagues are starting to attract more of these quality players, and it's becoming so much more competitive. I mean, you look at the younger Pyramids.
Yeah.
It's quite unpredictable now. It used to be Al-Ahly back in those days, but it's quite unpredictable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's looking very interesting as well. More clubs getting more attention, more players. There's, of course, more money going in as well. But the whole infrastructure, the Botola Pro in Morocco, is a very slick operation with some wonderful teams that are playing. As the foul is committed there once again, there's Hamdi Fati just hauling down the captain, marvellous Nakamba.
Yeah. Nakamba has really displayed a marvellous sort of like 83 minutes. Him and Fabishin at midfield doing the dirty work, making sure that they keep things tight, but once they regain that ball possession, the likes of Sendami, they were the ones who were the first reference.
They still have to try and get a bit more possession if they want to try and get themselves those shots, because at the moment it's second half has been very much all about Egypt. But those rare opportunities can trigger goal-scoring opportunities as we see them moving forward once again. The ball comes back. There's the shot, Zizou's shot. And again, how many Zimbabwe players are back behind the ball? I think that's what you've got to look at. They have worked so hard, and they probably doubled the amount of, kilometers ran than their Egyptian counterparts, just because they're all really filling up that penalty box to make sure that they're all defending valiantly, and that's what they've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think top players like July really sacrifice themselves from their positions to really help in defence.
Here's Mo Salah can't get himself past that man Takwara. Lovely touch, dealing with it with panache. Jonah Fabish. He's pushed it a little bit too close to Hamdi Fati. Tidies it up, just back in his own half. Right, just unable to race and take that ball forward. It is, of course, Zimbabwe on the attack. Zimbabwe on the attack. There's a squared ball. There's the shot. It's a great shot coming in there, and why not? I talked about the danger of Chiroa. That's what he can do. And first of all, you can see that it's Omar Mamouche who just unable to control the ball, pinched, and then that shot coming from Chiroa. Members of the Egyptian and the Zimbabwe FA, and very hypnotizing encounter here with Zimbabwe, holding Egypt. Player down. Musana does well, tries to thread the ball through. And again, it's a little bit frustrating because the balls are just getting stopped. And it's not just from the Zimbabwe defenders, it's actually from their own players on that occasion with Mamouche. As we saw on that occasion, there's Adel. That's the bit of contact there that just hauled down July. Bit of contact with the head, of course, as he went down.
His extension of the elbow into the face. Once again, once you go up for those aerial duels to compete for the header, yes, you can use your arms, but once it overstretches into the opposition's face, then it becomes dangerous.
Look at these warriors. They're going ballistic, and they can be happy. They can celebrate because this is wonderful to see. And you know, we know that everybody back in Zimbabwe will be having an absolute blast watching this because you know this is great. This is great to see, and this is what the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations is all about. We've seen, you know, lots of stories, you know, over the years, but the fans really make this super special.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got a change here, I think, before the referee gets the ball rolling. And he's going to make way. There's an Emmanuel Jalai, and it makes sense. And replaced by Tawanda Maswan Hise, the 23-year-old player. Plays not for Scotland FC in Zimbabwe, but Motherwell in Scotland. 14 caps. For the midfielder, former Leicester City player as well. Last couple of minutes of the 90 before we have an extra few minutes thrown on top. There won't be too much added time, I guess, Amanda. A couple of moments where players have been treated, but maybe 4 or 5 minutes, but I can't see it being more than that. Plenty of time to score a goal. We haven't seen, Zimbabwe push forward and unleash a shot or two, and maybe we'll see that in the last few minutes. As they try and pinch and poach the ball in the midfield. It's been won back there by Egypt as they go down the left-hand side again. The danger is Fatu. Putting the ball back to Fati, going through the middle. Adel trying to get the touch. Oh, there's the attempt to try and thread the ball through to Mamouche. Doesn't happen. They collect and push forward with a quick counter. Collected on the left side. That's a good ball. Picked up by Mamouche. Mamouche over to the right-hand side. Mo Salah into the side. Azizu with the shot. It goes high. Can't keep it down.
Yep.
And a glaring opportunity once again for the player Zizou, the Ahli midfielder, winger. Call it what you like. You can play in all sorts of positions, but a header and now that shot, unable to keep them low enough. And the CAF president, Patrice Motsepe, they're watching on, of course. And into the last minute we go.
Protecting myself from a flatmate with a stuffy nose.
going out for a throw-in.
Sorry about this. The reason we're in this is because I got a flatmate at the moment who is ill, so I don't really want to catch it myself.
We do have 5 minutes of added time, enough for this man Mario Marinicha to work his magic, unless we see Egypt push forward.
Here comes Egypt.
He's got an overlap if he wants to push on his right foot.
Oh, good block.
Shot that comes in has been blocked once again, and they're still in with a chance. There's the shot. Egypt have got the goal.
What? Mo Salah. Mo Salah has scored for Egypt. He's just won it.
A start and a finish. That's all he wanted, and he's got both. You can't stop him. What a time to make your mark. Slick finish there for the Liverpool man, and that's his happy place coming into this Egyptian team as we take a look at this moment again, Amanda.
Yeah, typical Mo Salah, always sniffing in and around that area. He does really well to use his body to protect the ball. Teammate Hadebe had no chance. Look at the composure, the ball control, stays on his feet, shows great strength, and certainly beats a Ruby who's been exceptional this evening.
So unlucky there, Hadebe comes across, he can't block the shot, and that is the moment of magic, and Hossam Hassan looks the calmest he's looked all night. The Egyptian fans, they erupt here in Agadir, because Mo Salah, the magician, has done it again.
Yeah.
The smiles on the bench tell the tale. Frustration for Zim. They don't deserve it, especially at this time of the game, after how valiant they've been throughout. But the scenario just tells us that there's more for Zimbabwe to come in this AFCON, because they've really shown what they're capable of doing. But when you come up against class like this man here, I think you realise that it only takes a little moment for someone like Mo Salah to create the wizardry, and he's just gone and done that.
Yep, that's the experience that you need from Mo Salah. You keep him in the game, and as much as he hasn't been involved, he's been isolated, but you cannot really leave him unmarked. One opening, one small chance that he gets, certainly going to punish you.
No foul on Mustafa Mohamed. Picks up, moving forward. Zimbabwe looking to try and get themselves an equaliser. They have been brilliant. They do feel frustrated. But there's still a couple of minutes remaining, and they will fight, and they picked up possession here. An opportunity arises. Can they get themselves a shot? Oh, wonderful touch there. Dell's just getting his foot in there to diffuse the danger, bring an end to what could have been. And watch out, there's danger lurking. And the through ball doesn't manage to picked up there by Zizou. Well, I must admit, since he's come on, he's been racking up the kilometres, itching to, put in his steps tonight.
Absolutely, and at some points I thought there's not enough time for Zizou to really carry on with the game. The coach bringing him on as a sub probably should have started with him, but look at his impression when he gets onto the pitch. That's why we call the subs impact players. Immediate impact, really getting the team ticking.
Well, that was the Chiroa haul down on Mo Salah. That was Wolves against Liverpool at the moment. These Zim fans having a blast. They were until a few minutes ago. There's the long ball that goes out for a goal kick. Nothing happening there. Washington Arubi. A last-minute opportunity here for Zimbabwe to get themselves an equaliser. Picked up possession in the middle. Again, good work, Pradera. Strong, burly midfielder, protects the ball well. As the header has been collected by Marmouche, standout player tonight. Having just repositioned there by his coach. And the last chance scenario as we reach the 95 minutes. All Egyptian fans watching the Senegalese referee. Group B drama already in the opening clash, Amanda.
This is what we're here for. We love the drama.
We love it.
We love the drama.
And the ball goes out. Throw in it is for Zimbabwe. Back to Arubi. He'll kick it up one last time, maybe. Last opportunity here for the Warriors. That midfield is locking it down, but the Warriors battle on. There it is, the final whistle has been blown.
Full time Egypt 2, Zimbabwe 1. Hope you enjoyed all three streams today. Like, subscribe, and notification, peace.